Hi, welcome to Overall School today. We're talking about the sound of the letter Z, which is the sound you hear at the beginning of the word zipper or zip. Zzz. I have a zipper on today. If you listen carefully, it might remind you of the sound of the letter Z. Listen. What do you think? Does it sound like the letter Z? Mrs. Overall! Yes, Claw. I have a question. What's your question? Is anybody sleeping around here? Sleeping? Yes. I thought I heard zzz. And that's what they use in pictures to show that somebody is sleeping. Oh, like comic books? Yeah. Well, it was my zipper. Watch. And listen. Oh, you're not sleeping. No, I'm not sleeping. Sometimes they do put Z's over the drawing of a sleeping person, but no, I'm not sleeping. This is the sound of my zipper. Oh, I would like a zipper. Oh, well, you know what? I thought that might be the case. I found a zipper that's not sewn into anything. I can unzip it. Yeah. And then I can zip it back up. And I think it would just fit you. Oh, I think it would too. Okay, just a minute. Let me get a piece of tape. Because you have an exoskeleton, so that shouldn't be a problem. I can just tape it right to your exoskeleton. Right around. There, how's that? Ooh, I like my zipper. Oh no, it fell off. It fell off, but you know what? You can just hold it. Okay. While we make the sound of the letter Z. Pretend I'm going to use my real zipper. Well, maybe not. I'm going to pretend I have a zipper. And we'll make the sound of the letter Z. Z. That's nice. But could you help me put my zipper back on? Sure, I would be glad to help you put your zipper back on. We've just learned about the sound that the letter Z makes. It's the sound that you hear at the beginning of zipper. So we'll do the sound of zipper. Ready? Zipper. Now, look at all of those sounds that we know. That's a lot. Get your one hand ready, or your one foot. One hand ready, and we're going to do all of the sounds. Ready? B, 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 b. K, P, M, S, short I, N, D, 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 R, H, short O, F, T, short A, G, 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 L, short E, W, J, 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 Z. One more time. Z's look the same. Uppercase, lowercase have the same shape. Just uppercase is always an antler letter, and lowercase is a box letter today. So we have uppercase, Z, horizontal, slant, horizontal. And the same thing for lowercase, horizontal, slant, horizontal. Can you find the letter Z on here? Yep, there it is. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Lowercase. We're going to stop when we get to the letter Z. You hear me? We're going to stop when we get to the letter Z. Who's giggling? Okay, ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Yes, the last letter of the alphabet. Did you know that not all the alphabets are the same? In different countries and different places around the world, they have other names for letters. In fact, Z, sometimes people have called that Z, which I think is interesting. I always like to learn new stuff. Well, what can you think of? Buzz. Oh, that has the Z at the end. In fact, Z is one of the floss letters. Buzz is going to end in two Z's, but that's not at the beginning of the word. I need a Z, a Z at the beginning of the word. Can you think of anything? Zoo, yes. Some people really like zoos because they love seeing all the different kinds of animals. And some people really don't like zoos because they feel sorry for the animals that can't go running around as much as they would want to. Some people like them, some people don't. Zoo. And people who study animals are called zoologists. I have a friend who's a zoologist, or at least she used to be. She knows lots of things about animals. Yes, about moose too. Zzz. What else can you think of? Zzz. Zebra. That's the one that you see in a lot of pictures for the letter Z. And do you know what? When I went to Africa, I saw real zebras, not in a zoo. I just saw them out walking around. But sometimes they called them zebras, and sometimes they used a short E. They called them zebras, which I thought was interesting because they can make different words, use different words at different places in the world. Just like what I would call a cookie, somebody over in England would call a biscuit. I would say zebra, they say zebra. They're both fine. And I think it's interesting that people don't always do things the same way. How about what goes? Zigzag, yes. Zigzag, 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 zigzag. Yes, lightning looks like a zigzag. W looks like a zigzag, you're right. Even Z looks a bit like zigzag, zig. Right there, yep. Well, no, not xylophone. Xylophone makes that Z sound, but it actually begins with the letter X. So, not xylophone. Anything else? I think that's plenty. There aren't a lot of words that begin with the letter Z. So, you're limited in what you can draw, I think. And our friend, you know what? Zachary moved away. We don't have any cousin that has their name begin with the letter Z. Liz, you do have a Z in your name. You're right. Okay, we'll use you. Have you had a turn yet? No, you haven't had a turn yet. So we'll use you, Liz. Where is my marker, though? I don't know how I lose this. Oh, here it is. It's back here. Okay, Liz. You know, is that what was written down when you were born? Liz? No, you were Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth. Elizabeth. 4 syllables in your name. Do you want me to write Liz or Elizabeth? You know what? I don't think Elizabeth is going to fit there. Well, I'll try it. If it gets a little squeezy, it's okay. I'll try to make my letters thinner than they usually are. E. Ooh, I really didn't leave much room between your name and Jack's. E. Liz. L. Is. Eliza. That's that lazy schwa sound, like Anna and Fatima and Emma. Eliza. B. Beth. B. Boy, I'm really going to have to squeeze that in there. We haven't learned yet that is made by the TH sound, or TH going together, but that's what it is. T. H. Antler, antler. One of those antlers is a little taller than the other, but that's okay. E. You know what? I'm going to do for you like I did with Benjamin. E. Liz. Beth. Elizabeth. Okay, Elizabeth, you are in charge of the cousins today for drawing. Here, let me get you the book. 2 minutes for Elizabeth and the cousins, and 2 minutes for you. Five, four, three, two, one, and done. Let's see what Elizabeth and the cousins have drawn for us today. Oh, they begin with the letter Z. Yes, I see that right up there. Zebra or zebra. These aren't steps. These are, zigzag. Yes. All those going back and forth and back and forth. Zigzag. And down here, I know what this is. Zipper. Maybe some of you made the same pictures that Elizabeth and the cousins did. Claw. It's time for Draw with Claw. It is time for Draw with Claw. And what are you going to draw today? I didn't want to draw anything that anybody would know. Well, if somebody has to know it, or it's not a word. Oh, so what's your word? Zephyr. I know what a zephyr is. Do you? No, they don't know. Okay, then we'll do that. Okay, then we'll do that. A zephyr is a very gentle wind. Yes. This morning, there was a zephyr. It was a very gentle wind. And now, when I look at the leaves of the trees, they're not moving. And I can't feel it on my skin. We don't have a zephyr right now, but we did this morning. Yes, we did. Yes, okay. Now, how can you draw wind? Wind, it's like oxygen. You can't see it. So how are you going to draw a zephyr? The sky? Well, I tell you what, the sky could help you do that, and we could just write it down too, so that we would know. But here, a zephyr. What's in the sky right now? Clouds. Okay, so go ahead and draw some clouds. Two clouds. That's an S. It sounds like a Z. That's that zipper S. Clouds. Okay. Now, you know what they do sometimes in pictures when they want to show the wind blowing, kind of like cartoon pictures. When they want to show the wind blowing, is they will make some curvy lines come out. Oh, could you do that? I could do that, yeah. Let's see if we have just little tiny ones, because it is a zephyr. It's not a hurricane wind or anything. That would be big ones. But zephyr. Yeah, and write it down, please. Okay. Is blue all right? Blue is perfect because it's like the sky. Okay. Zephyr. Oh, you know what? This is going to be really an unusual word. First of all, because there's not a lot of words that begin with the letter Z. Zephyr has the E, but then it's not an F in zephyr. There are two letters that go together to make the F sound, the F sound, and it's PH. So, Z-E-P-H, zephyr. Usually at the end of words, we have ER if you hear that. But this time, the R is there, but it's not an E. It's a vowel sometimes. A-E-I-O-U, not those. And sometimes, why? I can make a Y with my body. Why? It's a Y. Even kids in high school and college probably don't know how to spell zephyr unless they study it. Studying is important if you want to learn all kinds of interesting things. And Claw, you certainly like to learn interesting things. Yes, zephyr. Hi, Liz. That's a different way to be in the box. You're the letter Z helper, but this looks like the letter O helper. That would have been a great idea for Oliver. Okay, Liz, I'm gonna turn you around a little bit so you don't quite look so round. The letter Z, ooh, is it zigs and zags. Now, your name doesn't begin with the Z sound. It's in the middle. It's an Elizabeth or Liz. And here we have it. Right there, it's a box letter. We're going to slide across the top of the box, slant down, and slide across the bottom of the box. So you can feel the top of the box with your head. Slide, slant, slide. Here we have our pattern. Dot, box, dot, box. So here's our box. We're going to slide, slant, slide. Sometimes when you have a slide, it goes right on the line and it's even hard to see. So I try to make it just a little bit below or a little bit above. Here's a little bit below. Slide, slant, slide. The only problem I've seen the cousins have with this, because we don't make the letter Z very often, is they might go backwards. They might start here, slide, slant, slide, and we don't want a Z that way. No, no, no. But, oh, you're right. It's like making a 7 and then adding another slide there. So come on down, Liz. We can make 5 Z's, and then we will look at what we've done, and then we'll make 5 more Z's. Let's make our pattern in our book. Yeah, they're going to do that at home too, or wherever they are. Dot, box, dot, box. If we have extra time, we can keep going down the page for later, or when we do words, but right now let's get started with those Z's. Slide, slant, slide. Slide, slant, slide. Ooh, yes, zig, zag, zig. Zig, zag, zig. Wow, you've been practicing before you came here. Zig, zag, zig. Practice makes progress. And you've been practicing even when it hasn't been overall school, haven't you? Yeah. Time to look at those Z's and find your favorite one and then try to make 5 even better. Okay. You might make Z's neater than I do, because they're so straight and slant and straight. Oh, I don't know how you're going to pick. Okay. They all look wonderful. Here, take a look at her Z's. You must do a lot of writing and drawing, don't you? Yeah, no wonder. You have very good control of your letters. Time for a break. If you want to keep working on letters or pictures, or you have something left over that you want to finish, that's fine with me. But if you want to take a wiggle break, go ahead and stand up. And we'll take a deep breath in and out. And in, and out. There was a song that people have been singing for, wow, almost 200 years. And it's called Skip to My Lou. Now, skipping is something that I had trouble with when I was younger. I didn't realize it was just a step, hop, step, hop, step, hop, step, hop. It's kind of a pattern like dot, box, dot, box, dot, box, dot, box. But step, hop, step, hop. I can skip, but you can't really see my feet, and I can't make the camera show that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip this way, and then you won't see me. And then I'm going to skip this way, and then you won't see me. And sometimes I'll stop right here, and then you will see me. It goes, lost my partner, what'll I do? Lost my partner, what'll I do? I'll find another one as nice as you. Skip to my Lou, my darling. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou, Lou, Lou. Skip to my Lou, Lou, Lou. Skip to my Lou, skip to my Lou, my darling. You can make all kinds of verses for that one. Let's see. Oh, there's one. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Skip to my Lou, my darling. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou, Lou, Lou. Skip to my Lou, Lou, Lou. Skip to my Lou, skip to my Lou, my darling. I could make one up about the Moose Cousins. Just a minute. Moose Cousins. Here, I'm going to make up a song about you, or a verse about you. Moose on the front porch 2 by 2. Moose on the front porch 2 by 2. Moose on the front porch 2 by 2. Skip to my Lou, my darling. Lou, Lou, skip to my Lou, Lou, Lou. Skip to my Lou, Lou, Lou. Skip to my Lou, skip to my Lou, my darling. Z is the first sound you hear in the word zoo. How many sounds are there in zoo? I'll use my rail with my friends. You use your arm with your imaginary friends, and we'll try zoo. Let's say it slowly. Ready? Zoo. 2 sounds in zoo. How about another word that has a Z in it? Oh, like Mr. Overall's beehives. This is the sound that I hear over there. Buzz. Buzz. There are 3 sounds in buzz. How about the word zap? You know, if you whistle and hum at the same time, you can zap somebody with a pretend X-ray. Zap. Zap. It's kind of fun. It's hard for me to do. I didn't do it very well. But zap, let's see how many sounds. Zap. Zap. 3 sounds in zap. Let's put the letters with them. Zap. There's the word zap. Zap. This is a consonant, vowel, consonant word. So the vowel is short. It has the ah sound. If I change this vowel, I take away your A and I give you an I, it's going to be the short I sound because it's still a consonant, vowel, consonant word. So you're going to have the I sound. So you try it. What word is this? Zip. Zip. How about, ooh, try this one. I'm just gonna move you over to the end. You guys can come down here. I need another friend. Here. And another friend. Come on, you come on. Ah, it might look like we're done, but we're not done because Z is the last of the floss letters. We have FF when that's at the end of a word. When you hear a F at the end of a word, it's usually an FF. When you hear an L at the end of a word, it's usually an LL. Ol. When you hear an S sound, an S at the end of a word, or when you have an S at the end of a word, you hear this, but it's made by 2 S's often. And the last one, when you hear Z at the end of a word, it's usually a ZZ. So I'm going to get you a friend, and he's going to be really close to you because you're making the same sound. 3 sounds, 4 letters. This is a kind of music. Sometimes people like to snap their finger to. Sometimes people like to dance to it, but a lot of times people just like to listen to it. Let's say the sounds. You say the sounds and while I make the motion. What kind of music is this? Jazz. Jazz music. In fact, you might hear somebody say, that sounds jazzy. Then you would need, and sometimes why, over here at the end. But we just have jazz. Let's write down jazz. Jazz. Lots of Z's. This probably looks somewhat like your page. Oh, and here the Moose Cousins already have the pattern going on, dot box. So here's the box. J is a leg letter with a dot. J. Ah. Box letter A. And Z. Looks like a 7 with another slide. A 7 with another slide. There's jazz. Jazz. Now let's try zip. We've seen it. Think about the sounds to help us remember. Z, zip. Well, let's try to write it, saying those sounds. Zip. Zip. Here it is. Yes, Liam. You're right. Zip is the first syllable in zippity-doo-dah. Zip, let's see. Zip-a-dee-doo-dah. 5 syllables. Maybe they don't know what zippity-doo-dah is. It's a song. And it goes, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sun. Okay. It's a good song, though. It's fun to sing. Zip. Zip. Let's try, how about zap? We have the same beginning sound. We have the same ending sound, but the vowel is going to be different. So let's try it. Zap. Zap. So we have jazz, zip, zap. How about a sentence? I can zip. I can zip. Let's write that. Here's the box, but a capital I is an antler letter. All uppercase capital letters are antler letters. I, space, can, k, an, k, an, space, zip. Ah, it's right there. That makes it easy. Zip. I can zip. I'm a grown-up and I've been practicing with a zipper for years because I live in a place here at Overall School where it kind of gets cold in the winter. So I need to know how to put on a coat and close it up. Some of my friends live in the tropics. Lucy Moose, who moved to the other side of the world, lives in the tropics. She learned to zip when she was here, but people in the tropics might not need to zip as often because they don't need to wear coats as often. Well, maybe you can zip. Do you remember the first time that you learned to zip? You could zip it up yourself. You didn't say, I can zip. You said, I can zip! You were so excited that you could zip. So I could put an exclamation there. I'm going to put a preschooler down here to illustrate that sentence. I can zip. He's smiling. He's very proud. In fact, I'm going to even make his mouth open, give him some teeth. That's kind of funny looking. Give him some hair. Okay, and let's see. He's excited. I'm going to have his arms go up. And there's the bottom. Here's his coat. And he's so excited. I'm going to gave him stick fingers, but that's okay. Here's his pants and here's his shoes. He's very excited. I can zip! I can zip! You know, sometimes you can see this as a speech balloon. It'll look like a balloon around something, but then it points to whoever's saying it. I like to do these. I can zip! Z is a consonant that makes the Z sound. Not a vowel. Here are the vowels. A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. We know this word. We can sound it out. K-at. Cat. If I have more than one cat, we have a special word for that. That's called plural. 2 cats, 5 cats, 1,000,000 cats. If you have more than one, we use the S at the end. So we have k-at. It doesn't quite work that way all the time, though. Take a look at this word. Here's the word dog, but we don't say dogs. I have 4 dogs. I say dogs. It looks like an S, but it sounds like that Z sound that we learned about today. I call this a zipper S, dogs. Your mind just knows how to say it, but I want you to think about that. An S sometimes sounds like a Z. Vowels aren't the only ones that are tricky. And S, a zipper S, is not just used for plurals, for more than one. Sometimes we have a zipper S in other words. This isn't ass, it's has. He has my pencil, but he'll give it back. Has. There's another zipper S in this word. In fact, it's a word that's hiding inside has. It's as. I was as tired as a puppy that had run a long way. As. I am as hungry as an alligator. I am as happy as a seagull with a French fry. Though you know what? I had a friend tell me they're not seagulls, they're just gulls. So I'm as happy as a gull with a French fry. I won't call them seagulls. This is a zipper S. As, has. And then there is that Z in Claw's word, that nice gentle breeze, a zephyr. Ah! And sometimes Y is acting like a vowel here. Instead of an ER, it's substituting for the E. It's a YR, zephyr. That nice breeze. Oh, breeze must have a Z in it somewhere too. Breeze. There's no breeze right now. There's no zephyr. Well, let me put all of these words in with the other ones. I need to shuffle them up a little bit, I think. Ah. Here we go. Ready? Zephyr. Cats. Dogs. Has. As. Birthday. Can. Your. Man. Oh, you think you can go a little faster? Okay. See if I can go a little faster. Said. Him. Has. As. Stop. Got. Bib. Last. Add. Look. And. Miss. You. Not. See. The. Has. Set. From. Well. Lost. As. Get. Jellyfish. List. Will. Big. I can't go any faster. Now I'll try. Let. Had. As. Tell. Are. Off. Zephyr. See you next time at Overall School. What's gray? A melted zebra. I'm not sure I get that one.